Characters that have unrealistic physical strength are quite common in manhwas, but the characters that are smart and solve their problems using their intellect are much rarer. These characters are generally very cunning and have the ability to come out of every situation unharmed. So today I will be recommending you all top 10 manhwa and manhwa where the main character is smart or anti-hero. So let's start a list.
But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Coming at number 10, we have Surviving in an Action Manhwa. The manhwa that Lee Hero had been faithfully reading ever since he was a child had come to an unsatisfying conclusion. After his disagreement with the author about the death of his favorite side character, Lee Hero gets transmigrated to the world of his favorite manhwa as background characters, and now he will have to work extremely hard for his survival. This is a very unique manhwa with good art and a decent storyline. The main character is smart and uses his knowledge of the manhwa very efficiently. He is also a hard worker and does everything he can do in order to survive as a background character. So if you are looking for an isekai manhwa with unique storyline, then this one definitely won't disappoint you. Coming at number 9, we have Devil's Boy. Jungo is a high schooler who gets beaten every day by his bullies, but one day his prayer for help gets answered by the archdevil of hell, Mephisto. He gives Jungo the power that would allow him to take revenge on his bullies in return of his soul. Jungo accepts Mephisto's offer, but at that time he didn't know that there were much greater forces at work and he was only a pawn in a game played by devils and gods. The art of this manhwa is amazing and its story is also decent. The main character is a wimp at the start, but he becomes a bit courageous after getting his powers. He becomes ruthless and goes to any extent to get revenge on his bullies. The side characters are not written that nicely, but the action scenes in this manhwa are quite good. So if you are a fan of action revenge manhwa, then you can give this one a try. Coming at number 8, we have a useless villain. Kim Dong-jing seemed like a normal high schooler, but he was actually a really powerful psychic villain who aimed to destroy humanity. But whenever he used his power to kill someone, he gets thrown back in time. Now stuck in this time loop, Dong-jin must do everything he can and catch the culprit who trapped him in that weird time loop. The art of this manhwa is amazing and its story is also good. The main character is strong and ruthless and he kills anyone that comes in his way. The side characters are written nicely and the action scenes are also pretty decent. The story is a bit repetitive, but you should give it a try as it was still a pretty good read. Coming at number 7, we have It's Mine. Do Yuhan was a high school boy who was obsessed with a girl named Daejong. But unable to approach her, he watches her every move from afar and would do anything to protect her. Now, after knowing about a killer that was after Daejong, Yuhan must do everything in his power to protect her and find the killer before it's too late. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is good. The main character is very smart and makes a proper plan before doing anything. He's a kind of psychopath at the start, but he slowly goes through character development and becomes a better person. The side characters are also written nicely and they go through character development alongside the main character. Coming at number 6, we have Villain Initialization. Ling Shen was one of the greatest villain of humanity who had killed many innocent people during his lifetime. But in his final battle with the strongest hero Ye Zimu, he gets regressed back when he was still a 17-year-old boy. Now he has a chance to stop Ye Zimu and kill him before he becomes his worst enemy. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is good. The main character is weak at the start, but he gets stronger quickly using his previous life's knowledge. He's also really smart, but sometimes he acts like an idiot. There are a lot of comedy scenes in this manhwa which makes its story a lot more entertaining. Coming at number 5, we have The World is Money and Power. With the arrival of 3 members in general high schools, it transformed into a brain-fighting school that sought power by surrendering to massive capital. The protagonist Dae-gyeon was the son of a politician who was framed of entering school using his father's personal connections. Later, he was transferred to a different school where brain games and gambling overtook studies. The art style of this manhwa is good and his story is also pretty good. The main character is a genius student who keeps a low profile in order to properly implement his plan. He is fearless and makes sure to put his enemies into their place. So if you like manhwa with a smart and strong MC, then you should give this manhwa a read. Coming at number 4, we have Warble. For a long time, humans and demons had lived in different realms, but in the year 2037, humanity collapsed because of the apocalypse caused by the invasion of the demons. In order to prevent that, one chosen person was sent to the past, but because of an unforeseen circumstance, that person was killed. But not all hope was lost, as a few selected humans got access to an app that lets them travel to the underworld and become stronger by fighting strong monsters. This is a very underrated manhwa. Both its art and story is quite good. The main character is strong right from the start and later gets overpowered using his knowledge of the future. The story might get a bit confusing sometimes, but keep reading it as everything gets explained at the later chapters. Coming at number 3, we have Mode 2. Ye-Ki accidentally accepts an invitation to test a mysterious app and gains the ability to hear people's inner thoughts and feelings. A while later, his sister Ye-Zi gets assaulted and gravely injured by a merciless serial killer, and now Ye-Ki is determined to find out the culprit and make him pay using his newly obtained power. However, at that time, he didn't know that he wasn't the only one with this kind of superpower. This is a very underrated manhwa with a good art style and a very unique storyline. The main character is smart and mature right from the beginning and uses his power very efficiently. The side characters are well written and most of them have a deep backstory. The pacing of the story is also quite good, so make sure to give it a read. Coming at number 2, we have A Gate Opened on My First Day as a Politician. Han Seung-moon was a crippled man who gets elected as an assemblyman because of his rival party was caught for violating election fund laws. He thought he was the luckiest man alive until an enormous blue gate opened above Seoul, bringing chaotic monsters into Earth that even the military was powerless against. This is a very unique monster and hunter manhwa. Both its art and its story is really good. The main character is very smart and plays the role of a leader in order to gain political power and protect the people of his country. The side characters are also very supportive and they help the main character whenever he is in difficult situation. So overall, this is a really good manhwa and I'll highly recommend you to give it a try. Coming at number 1, we have Reaper of Drifting Moon. Pyo-Wol was a 14-year-old orphan who aimlessly roamed around the land while looking for food and shelter. But one day, he gets kidnapped by an unknown person who locks him up in a dark cave without any food and water. Now, Pyo-Wol must find a way to get out of this place alive and find the identity of the person who had kidnapped him. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is amazing. The main character is quite ruthless and does anything necessary in order to become stronger. He's smart and keeps a low profile until he becomes strong enough. The side characters are also written nicely and the action scenes are also very thrilling. So if you like Murim manhwa, then you will definitely love this one. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.